Hi all my beautiful friends, here we are again for our Sunday Shining, I think number 73 or something. So welcome everyone to this gathering of really just being. I'll just get a pillow from my back. So this is a very, very exciting time we are in. We are ascending. We are returning to who we really are. And we are manifesting as a spirit in this world, which is, so far as I understand, has never happened on earth. So we are truly to become spirits who are living on planet Earth in an awakened state. So this is a huge process we're going through, and what I really feel very much is to really it's hard to explain, because in one sense we're being asked to hold tight, to really hold on, and at the same time we're being asked to let go, let completely go. So maybe a better analogy is the rudder, or the on the ship, you know, steering the ship with this at the back, to keep helping ourselves go in the right direction, and really letting God take over the rudder. Let our spirit take over, so that it is our spirit that is leading us to where we're going. And I just want to share here with you, as I've said before, that everything I share here is just how I experience this journey. And for some of you it resonates really well and you can use it, and for some people who come to this channel, they think it sounds very strange, or maybe they just feel it's really wrong and they move on. And you might feel that one day, this is just not right for me anymore, and that's fine. So we are all on this journey in a different way. And as I was just shown this morning, which is very beautiful, if you see us all, as I see it, we're all one family, and we're all one body of love. We're all God in human form, and we're standing around the earth, each of us standing, and we can say we're holding hands and we're looking out into space, all of us, and we're all standing in this row, 8 billion people. And of course, when we look out into space, into our future, or look at life around us, each and one of us is standing at a different angle. So where I'm standing, exactly where I'm standing in my position, I see it in a certain way, and you who are standing next to me are seeing it a little bit different, because you're on a different angle. And the beautiful thing, of course, and which is a very, very clear sign that you are awakening, is that we feel this deep peace, that we see it a little bit different to someone else who is moving forward and awakening just as fast, or maybe faster, maybe slower than us, doesn't matter. It doesn't provoke us, that they see it differently. That's a very clear sign that you're very connected to your spirit. So that's what I want to share today. How do we connect more with our spirit? How do we know this is my spirit talking and guiding me, and this is my ego guiding me? And I know for myself it can be really, really hard because sometimes you feel so clearly this is exactly the right thing to do, and a day later or a year later you realize that wasn't really very smart. But the tricky thing is that although our spirit holds all wisdom, really, our spirit will guide us to do things that are an experiment. So our spirit will not say, do this because then you'll succeed, then everything will work out. Because that's not the way we grow and get to experience something new. Yeah, and as I've said before, when we're guided by the Spirit, guided by God, we will have a sense that this is a sign that the Spirit is guiding you. You'll have a sense of excitement and joy, like, I'd really, really love to do this. And often it will not be something that people around you approve of, or not necessarily. They might think it seems quite strange what you're going to do. So this is a very clear sign that this is your spirit guiding you. You feel this maybe childish excitement that I'd love to do this, I'd love to try this. And the Spirit will not give you the reassurance, will not tell you, as I said before, this is all going to work out for you. So the Spirit will guide us out into the unknown, into new territory, into something that can seem strange, and it just seems very, very fresh. And then it's our task, or so when we feel, okay, I'm going to do this, we have to find the courage. And that is very much also what the Spirit contains. So our Spirit will probably say, I'll give you all the courage you need. We'll be okay. Just do it. Try it. And so yeah. So when we are living with that according to our Spirit, we feel very much that we are on an adventure. Our life becomes very adventurous. Although we're maybe not traveling to anywhere, so we might be in the same place, but we do things that feel very fresh and very inspiring. We put ourselves into new situations. Yeah. And yeah, so yeah, let's just look into this, because I've written a few things down. Yeah, one of the things I wrote down is that the Spirit is not looking for approval from others. It's not interesting, it's not necessary. The ego, on the other hand, which is our false self, will spend a lot of energy making sure that people around us approve of what we do. So that's another sign. The Spirit does not really mind. Quite the contrary, really. The Spirit is not really interested in that. So it's not a problem that whatever the Spirit is guiding us to do, that nobody approves of at all. It's not. That's not important. So, and another thing about the Spirit is that it is very present. And it is not clinging to the past. The past is not really very interesting. The spirit might like to look back into the past and just maybe heal the past, maybe help us. I think that's what, if we are looking into the past, our spirit is very eager to help us see that the past is beautiful. No matter how terrible we feel that our past might have been, our spirit is actually guiding us to heal the past and to see the past with new eyes. So it's really, in a way, saying the past is not what you think. All was well, and all still is well, and see it. So when you look into the past, the spirit is interested in complete transparency. Our spirit is never interested in locking something away and hiding something. Our spirit is interested in seeing all the layers and seeing through all the layers. Our spirit is always seeking the truth. And so it's looking to take everything up, whatever exists in our past and it's coming into our future, take it up and look at it and see it as a beautiful blossoming flower. See how our spirit is inspiring us to see everything in a new way, in a more enlightened way. So we can say that it's so multifaceted, our spirit, because in one way it's very childlike and says, let's try this, let's do this, so we can learn, so we can grow. But at the same time, it's also teaching us. It's leading us higher, up into the higher dimensions. Yeah, so the spirit, our spirit is very much focused on how we feel right now. And it is saying, feel me, feel how I feel. So you can say it's saying, let go of your ego, let go of the way you always think, or whatever your thought patterns are. Just let them go for a moment and just feel into your body. Eckhart Tolle uses this a lot. Feel your inner body. Feel, how does it feel inside me right now, in this moment. Feel your inner body. Feel your breath and be present. So that is really the main chore, and the main it's the main theme for the spirit always. Be present. Be fully present. So let's just do a little breathing right now, and you can close your eyes if you like. And whatever I've said, whatever you have thought, let's just let it go. Feel how we are these living beings. And as Eckhart Tolle says, you can use the outside world. Here today there's some strong winds. So becoming present. Right now there are strong winds where I am, and that can help me just to be here. And then I can move my attention more and more into my body. I can feel the outer part of my body. Maybe help myself just by stroking my skin. Oh yes, this is how it feels to be on the outside of my body. And now I'll just take my awareness behind the skin into myself. Focus on my breath. Just feel the this pump. The inward flow like the ocean, always flowing in and flowing out. And just feeling how wondrous it is to just be alive in this moment. And reassuring ourselves that this is the most powerful thing we can do out of anything we can do. It is to be present right now. And we might have some aches and pains, some discomfort, and just allow that to be there. Maybe bring our awareness to it and just stroke it with our inner hand. Just give it some love. Tell ourselves, you're doing well. You're doing really, really well. Feel how soft you can make the breath, how silent you can make the breath, how slow you can make the breath. And getting a sense that we have all the time in the world to just be here. Because this is really our goal, to master this ability to be present. Be present and be precious. Sense how we are precious. There is nothing we can do to make our preciousness grow. It's not possible. Being present in our preciousness and sensing the preciousness of this moment. Being alive right now, sensing the gratitude. I'm here. I'm alive. I made it all this way. And I'm realizing more and more that this is my major task, to just be. And to enjoy the fullness of just being. And trusting that whatever I am to do will be shown to me. It will come from my spirit. I trust this. So just slowly bring your awareness back into your body. Sense maybe how alive you feel now, maybe even more alive, because you brought all your attention to your inner self. And open your eyes, and yeah, that was a little journey. So, yeah, let's just see. Let's get my glasses and see. Yeah. One more thing I can say about the spirit. If you feel it's hard for you to sense your spirit and you'd like to help the process along, one of the ways to help yourself is to, out of all the things that you usually do, maybe old interests you have, old hobbies, it can even be certain ways you do practical things in your life. You can stop doing them and change it. But especially things that, like old hobbies, old interests, and it can also be people that you're used to seeing. They're going back to the spirit and how it will be nudging us. That will be very clear that if there's people that we should stop seeing, you'll start to feel uncomfortable with these people. And it's not because those people are bad in any way, it's simply because your spirit wishes to be in a different energy, maybe more, where you're more with yourself or with someone else. So our spirit will guide us by making some things uncomfortable or seem dead, and that's because the spirit is guiding us away from it. The spirit is always saying, go to what you really feel gives you inner joy, makes you feel really good inside, really, really, really good inside. Do that. So slowly, more and more, we will be guided away from where we're not supposed to be anymore and to our new life, which is a spirit-inspired life. So we allow the spirit to take over by doing what our spirit is asking us. So going back to what I was just saying before, look at your life. If you wish to promote this process, see if there's anything that you have held on to for a long time, and give yourself that challenge to say, okay, I'll just stop doing it for a while. I've played tennis for the last 20 years, every Thursday. I'll just stop doing it, just as an experiment, and see what happens. Yeah. So, yeah, one other little thing I want to share is just a very funny experience I had recently, where it's an elastic, and that is also the spirit that really is guiding us, and it will come very, very strongly sometimes, where we will be pulled away from something. And so I was going to a place of the past where I had to get some things done, and it was somewhere I used to go, and I had some things I needed to do there, some practical things, and it takes quite a while for me it's quite a long drive, and I was not really up to it, but I thought I better do it, and I drove all the way. I got myself organized here, and I got just mentally I was completely organized, and just yeah, was going to do this. And the moment I arrived, I simply got out of the car and got back in and drove home. I couldn't be there. I was pulled so strongly away, like this huge elastic was just and the trip there, which is really quite long, it seemed very long, and the trip back was very, very short. I hardly noticed that I went back. So this was a feeling that I was just pulled so powerfully back, because this was not meant to be. and whatever I was to do was not meant to be done. And that enormous, it's actually really, really powerful and very, very liberating to get this, that although we have a plan, that is not the plan of the Spirit. And it can seem very logical, but you'll know it when you get this. You'll be pulled pulled away. And so I was, or pulled back to where you're meant to be. I was given another one little thing with it, inspired by the elastic, and how yeah, when we focus on the past and we criticize the past, we have negative emotions and negative feelings, and we dwell on the past. It is like, let's say the elastic is bound in the past, and every time we go back and sit there saying, oh, I wish this didn't happen, I wish this person hadn't done this and this and this, we're actually taking the elastic from the past, which is bound to the past, and we're pulling it into the present. And what will happen is that the elastic will pull us back into the past and pull us into the negativity. So it will actually take us down in vibration. So there will be a pull, because we're choosing unconsciously or consciously to sit and dwell on the past in a negative way, criticizing the past or people, whatever. That will pull us down and pull us back. So what we're being asked to do is let all those concepts go, let go of that way of seeing our past, and even really let the past go. And if we are to dwell on the past, then send it our love, heal it, which we can actually, as it was said in that Edgar Casey, a little video I made the other day, the past can actually be changed by us changing. So the past is fluid. So that was the one elastic. And then what was the other one? It was going towards the future and into our spiritually guided life, into our new world. When we go with positivity, we look into the future and look at it with positivity. It will pull us forward. It won't pull us out of the present, but it will nudge us forward. We will we will move joyfully into the future. So there will be a pull that way. So yeah, it was just this sense of the elastics, how we're being pulled and we're being pushed, and we can see it as a problem, or we can see it as helpers. So these elastics are really helping us to move in a good direction, and to show us when we're moving in a wrong direction. So we are being helped. We are not alone. We're being helped from all around us, and our spirit will always guide us in a good direction. So yeah, I'm going to finish now and send you all my love, and I don't know if you can use this, how we can connect more with our spirit and allow our spirit to guide us into this peaceful, deeply peaceful, loving, accepting, very alive way of being. So take care wherever you are, and may you sense how beautiful your spirit is, and may you allow it to step forth. So have a beautiful day, my friend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.